This is KUGAN CASSIUS for Rifle TV in association with Macklin's in Marbella. With me, I've got hopefully soon to be world champion Martin Murray. How are you?
Yeah, good mate, you?
Yeah, not long to go now before you have to go and conquer Germany.
Yeah mate, 2 weeks, yeah, setting off a week on Monday. Ready now. You know, we've got 2 weeks, weight's good, fitness is, everything's there, do you know what I mean? So I'm looking forward to getting over there now and getting the job done.
After signing with Matchroom, did you think that you'd get your world title shot at super middleweight so quickly?
No, definitely not. You know, I thought I'd have at least have to push myself and get myself into a manager position. You know, I never for 1 minute thought that'd be a voluntary. You know, but he's given me that opportunity. You know, I'm very grateful for it.
What can you take from the two performances by Paul Smith against Arthur Abraham going into your fight? What can you take from them?
Well, I think the first time, you know, I thought it was very close. I give it Abraham by a couple of rounds, but you know, I thought that was. I wouldn't say. I just think he looked old that night. Do you know what I mean? He did look old, but then he come back and he had a good performance. So, you know, I know that there is days when he can look bad and days when he can look good. You know, so I mean, I've not read too much into it. I've looked at what Smigger's done. You know, Smigger did some great work. I've looked at that. I've looked at what Abraham done. I've took good and bad of both performances from both fighters. You know, and I'm working on that.
You've fought some phenomenal fighters at middleweight, come up short, and some very unlucky against Martinez, Sturm, etc. But would you represent this as the best chance of you winning a world title against Abraham?
Yeah, I would. I would, but not for the reason that he's the easiest opponent, because I don't think that he is. I think just with me being at this new weight and the time's obviously right for me experience-wise. You know, I'm young and fresh. And again, I'm at my natural weight, so I think that's why it's the most realistic chance of me winning the world title.
Do you believe you're going to have to knock him out in Germany?
No, to be honest with you, because if I did think that, I won't be going over, because it's kind of proved impossible, hasn't it, really? You know, with Abraham's history, you know, he's very tough. He's been beat, is it four times, I think? Never been stopped. Fought all the best out there. So, you know, I'm obviously not going over there thinking I'm going to knock him out to win. I know I can beat him convincingly enough and get the decision on points.
Obviously, James DeGale takes on Lucien Boutte a week after in Canada. I mean, this is the problem now. When you're obviously doing these fights, people get ahead of themselves and start matching you up with fights before you've even won a world title. So,
yeah,
there's talk of you and James DeGale and etc.
Yeah, I mean, I know he's mentioned it a few times, but he's the same as me. He can't look past the opponent next week, and I can't look past Abraham. You know, it's the be all and end all. You know, this Abraham fight for me. You know, even though it's in Germany, I'm that confident. I know I can beat him, and you know, if I don't, you know, it could completely change my career. So I really, you know, I can't look past that. But there is obviously some big fights down the line. If I come through it, you know, and obviously James DeGale does. I know he wants a big unification, as do I. But like I said, I can't look past Abraham at the minute. When
you say possibly change your career, is that an indication of you may retire if you don't beat Abraham?
Possibly, yeah. Just the way I'm feeling. See, when I got beat by Golovkin, I kind of knew there was a new path for me at super middleweight, because you know I've always knew I belonged at super middleweight, so we always knew there was a venture there for me. Now, if it doesn't work out for me at super middleweight, you know, if I don't get the decision, I don't know. I'd have to weigh things up and see, you know, where am I going to go? How long is it going to take me to get my chance and chance again? Do you know what I mean? I don't know. It is career changing. Like I said, it all ends and all starts there with Abraham, because you know the outcome of that fight will determine what I do. I can't comment now because obviously the fight's not happened yet, but yeah, possibly. Who knows? You know, I'm obviously going into this fight looking that if I get beat, it could be my last fight, and I don't want to stop. Do you know what I mean? I'm not ready for retiring. I definitely don't want to retire. I think I'm only just getting into my prime, so you know I'm going to go in there knowing that, and it's things like that spur me on. Do you know what I mean?
But if you can go out there and do it, you've sort of relit your whole career again on the flip side to what you're saying, because it could open up endless possibilities of some great fights for you.
Yeah, it could, but you know, this is my 4th world title fight now, the one I'm most confident of winning. I'll be, as I was with all the others, but this one especially, I think, I'll be bitterly disappointed. I'll be proper gutted. Do you know what I mean? You know, like I said, I've been gutted with all the other 3, and the Golovkin one especially. Do you know what I mean? Because I did everything for that fight, and you know, I couldn't have done any more, and I got beat. You know, and it was a tough pill to swallow, to be honest with you. Even though Golovkin's the beast he is, it was still tough for me knowing that I gave me actual all and I got beat. So like I said, they've all been tough, but with this one, I really do feel I'm going to win. I really do feel I'm going to win, and I've banked on winning. Even though I can't look past them, I've banked on winning. So if I don't, I'm obviously going to be absolutely gutted.